Hello students, welcome back to Being Logical with Tanushrima. I hope that you are studying all your subjects properly and utilizing this time well. Before I start today's video lesson, I would like to request you to go through my previous videos on French Revolution. I already discussed the incident of the 14th July 1789 and its significance on world politics. And I already discussed briefly about the 18th century's French society. Today in this video, I am going to discuss the economic and social condition of France during late 18th century in a detailed way. Okay, so let's begin. Whenever any situation happens, there must be some reason behind it, right? And when we talk about an incident or let's say an incident which happened throughout the country, which called a huge difference, a huge change in throughout the country, that means they are having obviously lots of reason behind it, which create the atmosphere in which that incident was happened. In the France, the society and the economic condition play a crucial role to conduct the French Revolution in France. Okay. In this video, we have taken a look on the economic condition of the France in 18th century, in which condition the revolution was happened, or in what condition, what are the conditions that triggered the revolution to be happened. First, the long years of war had drained the financial resources of France. Now we talk about 18th century, where the main power, the countries are having a main control the world economy that time was mainly Britain, France, Portugal and Netherlands. And because of that, these countries having lots of war in between them. Okay, and for that war, every country definitely invest a huge amount of money. That incident of having war in between them drained out a huge amount of money from each and every country. That time, France was involved in the war with Great Britain, Austria, Prussia and Russia. Okay, and those wars are referred as the war of coalition. Clear? So to participate in those wars, because of the participation of those wars, France facing a huge financial problem. Next, let's go to the next point. Huge cost of maintaining an extravagant court at the immense palace of the Versailles. France, always known for its architecture, for its huge amount of buildings, arts and all. If you still Paris and the many places of France are very famous for its architecture, and those architecture basically or mainly built in the Middle Age, in between 16th to 18th century and 19th century, up to 19th century. So to support those kind of architecture, they need a huge amount of money. And not only that, to maintain the courts, to maintain the other rituals, decorum in the court room, they are having a huge cost on the France treasury. Okay, next, France helped the 13 American colonies to gain their independence from the Britain. France took actively participated or take part in the independence war of America. America, I don't know how many of you know about it, that America getting their independence from from Britain, because America was also supposed to be one of the colonies of the Britain in the early 18th century. America got its independence from the Britain in 1783, and the independence war is continued from 1775 to 1783. And in this between years, definitely America will be needing a huge amount of money, weapons, manpower and everything. And France is the country who provides the Americans those material to fight a war against Britain. You can ask me, ma'am, why? Because Britain is always was the enemy of the France that time. They are, and you all know that the enemy, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. So that's why, to pull down Britain from its position, that's why France helped America to get its independence from the Britain. Clear? Now, next one. The money lenders who give state credit started charging more. That time the banking system was not very much there. So the state itself do not posing any central bank of itself, where they can having their money deposit, which they will be using in later on. Okay, so for that, what state will do whenever they are needing money, they are utilizing or they are taking help from the money lenders. Money lenders are the people who are the leading money holder or the richer persons of the country who give credits or loans to the state to meet up its expenses. Okay. In France, there is a system of the money lenders, or there are the people who named as money lenders who help the state to help its state for its financial crisis. Seeing this financial debacle that the France is going on, they are also taking getting profit from there. They are increase their interest on their loan that they are supposed to give to the state or to the government. Clear? Now, let's move to the next point. To meet its regular expenses, such as an army, the court, running government offices or universities, state also need a huge amount of money, because that time the concept of the privatization was not there. That time state is the only one who bear those expenses, who take those expenses to happen. Clear? And France is always known for its education, for its interest in the education, literature and all. So for that, to enlighten all the aspects that the government or the monarch system invests a lots of money. Okay, for that definitely there is another way, or there another space where they are investing so much of money. Clear? Now, what they will do when the treasury of any government was started to become empty, the main thing that they can have to regain their treasury is only to increase the taxes, because the taxes is the only thing from where the government can earn money. This is the only source of their income. Not, I would say not only source, but the huge amount of income of the government came from collecting taxes. Clear? So in this condition, in this financial condition that the France are in late 18th century, is actually triggered or helped to increase the dissatisfaction of the people towards its government. Okay. Now let's move to the society, the French society. What were the society system of that time? French society in the late 18th century are actually divided into three divisions. Okay, the divisions are first state, second estate and third estate. Another thing, there is a connection between French society and the economic condition of the France. Why is it? I'll tell you later. Okay. Now let's go to the first stage. The society that are the most respected in the uh, French, among the French people are named as first estate, and the people who are referred in the first estate are named as clergy. Named as clergy. Okay, who are clergy? The people who involved with the special function in the church. That means the religious head, the people who are working in a church, etc., etc. That means the pious people or the respected people in the society. Clear? Next, second state. The people who are in the second state are referred as nobility. Nobility, the people who are relative of the royal family. That means the relative who are referred as royal family, who are the members of the royal family, and the feudal lords. Feudal lords are those who are owning a huge amount of land. Those peoples are referred as feudal lords. Okay, so these two peoples are, and this two group of people are referred as nobility, who belongs from second stage. Clear? Okay. Now move to the third stage. Third stage, the people who are okay. Now there is a such division in there are some division in the third stage. Apart from the first state and second state, those people are left. All of them are included in the third state. That means third state is the mixed state and one of the most complicated state in the French society. Why is it? Because in this group, they are the people who are big businessmen, merchants, court official, lawyers. That means they are having a moderate amount of money. They are not very rich people, but they are well balanced people, well economically sound good. At the same time, there are the people who are peasants and artisans who are also come under third state. That means socially they are belong same, whether they are having a huge economical differences, but still they remain socially same. And the people who are small peasants, landless labor and servants are also referred as third state. That means if I am an educated person, if I am a person who are having no royal connection, or whether there is no connection with king or any royal family, whether I'm not having a huge amount of land, but I'm economically good, I actually do not have that much of social respect in the society. I considered same as a peasant or small peasant or landless labor. And the most important thing, why I'm saying the connection between the society and the economy, the tax that I have to pay in the France, actually the main tax that are paying by the people are the people who belongs from the third state. The people who belong from the first state and second state are exempted from paying any taxes. They are the people who actually enjoyed certain privileges, birth privileges by the government, and that is actually it's make a huge differences. It's make a huge society differences, economic differences in the society. Whether if I'm not having any kind of a royal connection or having any land, then I have to give money up. I have to pay taxes. And not only that, why I'm saying it's one of the mix or complicated state, because for an example, if I'm a big businessman, so I'm having enough amount of money, so paying a certain amount of tax maybe not bother me that much. But if I'm a landless labor, I have to pay the same percentage of the taxes. Am I clear? So that is the difference, that's the main difference that create in the society. That if the amount of taxes which I have to pay to the state was not decided onto the entirely on the earning. No, it's decided on the money according to the division of the social division, and the social division have its lots of cons and flaws inside. Am I clear? Okay. Now next, move to the next point. Apart from this, 90% of the population was peasants. That means that the people who are earning um, less were the people who are uh, in in number there are many people, but if compared to the earning they are very less. But very, and not only that, but very small number of them own the land they cultivated. That means most of the peoples are the landless laborers. They are working on someone else's land. And not only that, the lands are owned by the nobles and church and other richer members. The amount of those lands are more than 60%. And added to it, the nobles are also enjoyed feudal privileges, which I've already explained, which help them from exempted of paying taxes. Okay, and whatever they are they have to pay, they have to take those amounts, they have to collect those amounts from the peasants. That means they do not have to pay a single penny from their profit. They are giving those taxes from the earning of the peasants. That means the amount they have to pay their laborer to the peasants, they are paying the tax amount from those amounts, not from their owning profit amount. Clear? Next, the peasants were obliged to render services to landlord, like to work in his house and fields. Okay, paying taxes are only the last thing they have to do. They, at the same time, they have to provide free service, free work. That means I have to give 3 or 2 days in a week to a landlord. In exchange of where I will not get any single penny or any money. Free, I have to give my work to that landlord in a free. That kind of it was that kind of situation where the French peoples are living. Okay, next move to the next one. Another important system, the tax system. The tax system that the French government are having for their citizens. There are two kind of taxes. Okay, direct taxes and indirect taxes. Clear? The direct taxes have also a two division. First is called tithes, second is tiles. Tithes are the taxes which are only collected by the church, okay, and the church is collected from the peasants. Clear? Okay, and the amount of the tithe that the church used to collect from the peasants is 10% of their total earnings. The next direct tax we have is called tiles. Okay, and this tax is collected from the state, by the state, that means the government itself, and it is collected from the third estate people. So just when you think about it, the peasants who are belong from the third estate, they have to pay tax two times. One tax they have to pay to the church in name of the tithes, another tax they have to pay in the name of tiles to the state. That means they are the people who are the poorest or poorest people, but they have to pay. If we compare to the other section of the society, if we compare that, and we can see that they have to pay a huge amount of tax comparing to their earnings. Clear? And indirect taxes, the taxes that the government levied on articles of everyday consumption. That means those are the taxes that that's levied on the day-to-day general commodities, that the things that the people use on their daily-to-day life. Okay, so these are the things that actually create the environment in which French Revolution was actually happened. Okay, and another thing, if we just analyze the situation, the only thing that we can found is that the people who are poorer people or some middle class people who are actually a huge money. According to the population, they are in a higher side. They are actually disturbed with the amount of economic system that the France has, because they have to pay lots more taxes if compared to their earnings. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope this video is informative and will be helpful in your studies. For any queries and doubts to relate to this today's lesson, do comment in the comment section of the video. Okay, on the next class I will discuss or come up with another video on the same chapter, French Revolution. Okay, so till that time, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.